continue to remain a focus this year. And therefore, as with any other investment, smart investors take the time to understand the risks as well as the potential. They verify the platforms, they look for transparency and for proper oversight, and they never base decisions on hype or high pressure tactics that I think all of us are only too aware of in the way that we might ourselves be getting sometimes some of these calls. And finally, the basics of investing still apply, and these are diversification, long term planning, also understanding the cost side. So, the fees, the planning that is also budgeting for the unexpected. These principles are evergreen, they are timeless, and they matter just as much today as ever. So, in short, the theme for the World Investor Week itself is continues to be and continues to be consistent with previous World Investor Weeks, which has, of course, been one of the shining successors of Iosco, thanks to you, with a reach of over 750 million investors. So the World Investor Week continues to be about empowering investors to navigate complex markets with confidence, with clarity, but also with caution. So I'm sure that we will all work together to ensure that technology serves as a force for good, as a tool indeed for inclusion and opportunity, but not as a gateway for harm. Thank you, and I look forward to a meaningful and productive session. So, David or Martha, I think you are in charge of the program.
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you, Tajinder, for your introduction, and we pass it to Natalie, please.
Thank you, Tajinder. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I will share my screen now. Just a moment. Can you see my screen?
We can.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Well, we are very excited to be delivering the 9th edition of World Investor Week this year. In 2025, the official campaign period will run from October 6th to October 12th. But of course, there are alternative dates. So if your jurisdiction is facing national holidays or conflicting events during the official campaign period, you are more than welcome to run the campaign any other week in October or November. However, please note that these alternative dates should be treated as exceptions, just to ensure maximum participation across all regions. Well, one key highlight for World Investor Week 2025 is that we created a tagline, which is stay informed, is stay protected. And we believe this is a powerful phrase that captures the spirit and the goals of World Investor Week. And we hope that the tagline serves as a strategic to raise awareness and to increase the campaign's reach. All right, Tajinder has pointed out the key themes for World Investor Week 2025. Specifically, the key themes are technology and digital finance, artificial intelligence, fraud, and scam prevention. And as you may notice, these key themes revolve around the digital age, and it is an opportunity to talk about both the challenges and the benefits that emerge from it. And it's also an opportunity to connect with younger generations who are at the heart of this transformation. Of course, we also have the secondary themes, which are crypto assets and basics of investing. And like in previous years, I believe that jurisdictions will have a large flexibility to adapt their local initiatives with the goals of World Investor Week. Okay, all right. I would like to also showcase very briefly the campaign toolkit, which is available on World Investor Week webpage. So you can visit the website, and if you click on the toolkit session, we will have access to all key resources for organizing World Investor Week 2025, and we encourage you to do so. So please explore the World Investor Week webpage and make use of all available materials and social media assets that is in it. You will find a new logo of the campaign, the updated key messages, also marketing templates, the hashtags for the campaign, and many other social media assets. Also, it's important to highlight that if you are a national coordinator of the campaign in your jurisdiction, and if you need to update your contact information, or maybe if you need, or if you wish to have your events for the World Investor Week listed on our webpage, please send relevant details to our email as indicated by this yellow arrow. Also, I also would like to share information on the post-campaign survey. First of all, this is a very important instrument for assessing the campaign's impact. The survey form is the participation on the survey is voluntary, but we strongly encourage you to take part in it, as it is essential for us to monitor the campaign's progress. And it also serves as a channel for collecting feedback from you, which, by the way, is super important for us to continue improving this initiative. Regarding the distribution of the survey form, we have for 2025, well, we decided to share the survey template in Excel format ahead of the campaign, so you can become familiar with this instrument. And by doing this, we hope that we will facilitate data collection and reporting. About the official 2025 survey form, this is an online tool, and it will be available in the campaign toolkit session in our World Investor Week website. However, the link to this online survey form will be activated only after the official conclusion of the campaign. So you should expect to receive emails from us about the survey form after the conclusion of the campaign. The submission deadline is December 19th. And please note that submissions should be coordinated primarily by national coordinators of the campaign. So in other words, if you are a local partner, please share your campaign statistics with the national coordinator in your jurisdiction. The national coordinators will be responsible for compiling all this information and submit one single survey form to Iosco. If you have any doubts, please feel free to contact us, okay, anytime using the email. About the social media, participants are encouraged to use their preferred social media platforms, of course. And regarding the data collection and the social media metrics, it's important to say that social media statistics must reflect World Investor Week related content only. Which means that you should consider posts that are directly associated with the campaign when collecting data. Also, impact will be measured, social media impact, will be measured based on post level reach. If you have any doubts on how to calculate post level reach, we have developed a social media guidebook, which is available in the campaign toolkit session in our web page. So please feel free to use this material. And again, if you have any doubts, feel free to reach out to us. Regarding collaborative event, World Investor Week coordination team is exploring the possibility of hosting a global webinar to mark the beginning of the campaign in October 6th. We haven't decided yet, so we will be sharing more information soon about this global webinar. On top of that, regional webinars are very welcome, very encouraged. If you are planning, if you're having plans about hosting or organizing regional webinars, please send this information to us by email as indicated in this slide. And finally, just to conclude, we are also interested in sharing with you some information about the campaign implementation plan. But to do that, I will hand over to Ali, who is our colleague from Saudi Arabia, and he is also a member of the World Investor Week coordination team. So I will stop sharing now, and Ali, the floor is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna share my screen. So is it clear now?
Yes, we can see it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. My name is Ali Dakhil. Good day, everyone. Actually, I'm General Director of Investor Protection and Communication in Capital Market Authority in Saudi Arabia. I'm glad to be with you all, guys, just to simplify how to utilize the campaign implementation plan. I'll just go through 5 minutes, just going through that plan. Basically, the plan actually is a practical and strategic guide based on Iosco framework. At the same time, it's customized for our local context, making it easier for us to be executed and consistently and effective as well. The core aim of this plan actually is to boost the engagement and reach. It also helps us to ensure better coordination and measurable impact across different channels from the social media and live sessions and webinars and event as well. If I move to the structure of the plan itself, basically the structure of the plan has several sections inside the campaign implementation plan. At the same time, just I want to highlight the campaign implementation plan. Actually, it's posted in the website of the World Investor Week, basically that you can download it in different actually languages, that it will be posted actually in 5 different languages and more. You will find it there in the website. The structure of the plan basically divided mainly in 5 main sections where we will find the objectives and the clear mapping of the goals. Messaging framework as well tolerated by audience and themes. Timeline where it shows the step-by-step actually monthly roadmap from the initiation of the campaign until what Natalie actually referred to the survey time, and at the same time for the reporting, then publishing the report. Also, it shows the tools and templates like press kits and social media content, how to be utilized, and actually how to localize it in your own platforms. It highlights also the campaign implementation plan. It highlights at the same time the KPIs, so we can track the reach, the engagement, and the performance easily. Basically, how to use and how to utilize and how to use that plan. It is when you actually just go and just go through the plan, you will find it's very actionable. First of all, you have to start by identifying your role and deliverables within that campaign. Then use the templates to ensure fast and aligned execution. Take your activities results using the KPI section that actually it's highlighted when actually even Natalie said that it's going to be shared ahead of the campaign, where you can actually identify where you can measure the impact of the campaign when you launch your campaign. And remember that the content is flexible, adaptable, and suits your audience and platforms at the same time. Where actually even the campaign implementation plan, actually it highlights how to go and how to ease your even the way that you are going to communicate it with your audience. Basically, to take this things further and go beyond than one-way awareness or communication with your audience, it's highly recommended actually to host interactive activities like Q&As and small contests at the same time, with engagement in the social media, where you can put polling and you put actually some interactive questions with them. Localize the message, localizing the messaging so they resonate with your, has to be resonated with your even specific audience. Work with partners and work with the third parties and work with some associates with you. For example, schools, universities, events. We have found in the previous World Investor Week the impact actually and the reach from the results from the report that whenever you go the on-the-ground activities, it amplifies the messaging and amplifies the key message actually behind that World Investor Week. Also share lessons and wins regularly with the team actually with Iosco team, with the teams actually locally that you have. Final takeaways actually from that plan. The plan actually it gives us the structure. It gives us the documented structure. At the same time, the impacts depends on how actually to make it to the life when we are going to utilize it. So use it, adapt it, measure your success at the same time, and share what works with you. Finally, I'm just going to say that together we will inform and to protect the investors for 2025. I hope I managed actually just to give a quick view of the structure of the campaign implementation plan, and we are available actually for any question that it's actually just how to utilize it in your local jurisdiction. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ali, and thank you, Natalie. We're now passing to Susan and Unag from our Iosco communication team.
Oh, thanks, David, and thank you, Ali. That was really helpful. Hi, everyone. I've been super pleased to have supported WIW, World Investor Week, for the last 1.5 years at Iosco. I'm supported by Una, who will shortly update on some digital assets. But I just wanted to reassure you that we have been reaching out to the partners this year to reconfirm their involvement and support of Iosco. We have 18 supporting partner organizations as well as members, which is fantastic. We welcomed the European Securities and Markets Authority, or ESMA, last year, which was great. We welcomed South Africa as a G20 host this year, also great. I just wanted to mention a couple of partners, and then I'll hand to Una, particularly the Financial Planning Standards Board. As per last year and years before, they host their annual World Financial Planning Day during our week of activity. So they actually will be announcing a press release tomorrow confirming that they will be hosting this again this year on Wednesday, the 8th of October. And we'll be reposting that on our social channels, so just to look out for that. And secondly, I just wanted to give a flag to the World Federation of Exchanges, another very key partner who encouraged their organizations and partner member organizations around the world to ring the bell in support of WIW throughout the week of October. And yesterday they sent an invitation to their members and affiliate members to sign up on a dedicated site on their website to acknowledge or lodge their interest in hosting an event. And we also will link through to that on our own website, so you can keep track on which organizations around the world, which stock exchanges are intending to host a ring the bell session. This is a fantastic opportunity to really bring Iosco's name and the work of WIW and your own organization's involvement to the forefront in your local jurisdiction. So I'd really encourage you to reach out to your comms contact or a contact that you might have at the stock exchange and collaborate with them on any activity that they may be able to host with you during that week. Often they do that the stock exchanges record little soundbite podcasts or videos that they amplify on their own social media channels. And this is a really fantastic opportunity, again, just to amplify the work of WIW and the key themes. So please reach out to your contacts there. We will be issuing other social media posts and press releases as we lean into the event. Our chair, Jean-Paul Survey, will again be offering a statement of support, which we'll shortly be offering you in the coming weeks, and another press release, of course, before we go live. But in the interest of time, I'm just going to hand to Una, who's just going to give a quick update on some of the enhancements to the website. Thanks, Una.
Thank you, Susan. So hello, everybody. So following last year's major rebrand and refresh of the World Investor Week website, this year we're making some tweaks to provide a better user experience. And we're also simplifying the number of sections on the website so that users will be able to go, scan it quickly, get what they need, and then carry on their very valuable work. I would just say that just bear with us while we make some changes. The scaffolding is up, but we are working in the open in the spirit of World Investor Week. So you will see changes coming hard and fast. Lots of refreshed imagery. We're extremely keen this year that we highlight many more events on the website. We really want it to be a living hub in the run-up to World Investor Week and then beyond. We don't want it to go into hibernation over the winter. We want to ensure that World Investor Week's impact lasts throughout the next 12 months as well. In terms of content, just to echo Natalie's point, we would be so grateful if you would let us know everything that's going on, all of your digital assets, if you can share them with us, your images, your video snippets, anything you can. We have, in addition to the Iosco LinkedIn website, where we feature some updates, we also have Facebook, Instagram, and X. And we really want those social media platforms to sing with all of your amazing content and all of your events. In the interest of time, I think I will wrap up there, but if I could just take one thing away from what I'm saying, it's please share all of your content with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Unag. So we now move to participants' past experience, and we have some members from the Financial Sector Conduct Authority of South Africa, from the Capital Market Authority of Saudi Arabia, and from Consob, Italy. Starting with Lindville Clark, please.
Thanks, David. Hope everybody can hear me. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, from quite a chilly city of Tshwane in the north of South Africa. And again, a very, very warm welcome to everybody at this preparatory webinar for the World Investor Week for 2025. It is indeed a privilege and a pleasure to share our experience of World Investor Week with you, including some perspectives from our G20 presidency priorities. But firstly, let me commend Iosco, and in particular Committee 8, on organizing and sustaining this global initiative over the past years. And just as Mr. Singh mentioned in his opening remarks, I believe our collective expertise and commitments are quite vital to fostering a robust, fair and inclusive financial markets worldwide. But collectively, we can also then warn investors to be vigilant. As you know, with the rise of artificial intelligence, scammers have become quite increasingly sophisticated in their dealings. So just from a South African perspective, I think the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, the FSCA, is obviously deeply committed to the principles of investor education and protection, and that this underpins obviously the World Investor Week. And it's crucial from a global initiative, this global initiative, which is championed by Iosco, that the plans that we are developing in our various jurisdictions obviously complement one another. So in South Africa, our plans for World Investor Week 2025 are designed, but not only to align with those global objectives from Iosco, but also, I think, to build significantly on the progress we made in 2024. And while in 2024, we were partnering with other South African institutions, such as the Ringing of the Bell, I think Susan mentioned it will again happen this year across all jurisdictions with our Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and also participating in webinars initiated by our Financial Planning Institute during 2024. The FECA have made quite substantial strides in expanding our financial literacy initiatives, particularly focusing on students in tertiary education. And we recognize, obviously, that these young individuals represent our future for our economies. And by equipping them with sound financial advice and information, we actually provide them with the information to actually make sound financial at that young age. In 2024, through our Financial Literacy for Tertiary Education Students program, we reached over 7,000 students in about 8 universities across South Africa. And this, obviously, this achievement is more than just a statistics. It signifies a tangible investment in enhancing financial capability and of an emerging workforce, obviously, at university level, and future leaders, and obviously creating resilience, financial resilience, and combating financial vulnerabilities within the financial sector. Then, building on this demonstrable success, our World Investor Week 2025 program will now concentrate on critical themes such as personal financial management, wealth creation through responsible investment, and then, of course, these topics chosen quite strategically to equip individuals with the practical knowledge and skills required to navigate, as I mentioned, increasingly evolving financial landscapes. And of course, this includes arming the investors with the skills to recognize the scams, especially on digital platforms. We also believe that, I think, true financial inclusion extends beyond mere access to financial products and services, and it lies in the effective and responsible usage of those offerings to improve one's financial well-being. And here I'd like to bring in our G20 presidency priorities. And one of our priorities is obviously moving from access to usage within the financial inclusion landscape. I think for too long, the discourse has been centered around quantitative measures of access. While expanding reach remains fundamental, we need to get people to open more bank accounts. I think from our perspective, the true transformative power of financial inclusion is obviously when individuals are empowered to actively and wisely utilize financial tools to build wealth and manage risks. And this will obviously provide or assist in securing financial futures. The FECA firmly believes that fostering the effective use of quality investments, it will be a key driver in increasing financial well-being, and it will also deepen financial inclusion across all segments, financially and otherwise within our society. In conclusion, Program Director, our 2025 programs will be designed to provide actionable insights, and I think this is quite important that we provide practical guidance to empower investments not just from starting their financial journey, but also to be more experienced in terms of making these informed, responsible investment decisions. And then finally, again, we are quite enthusiastic about the potential impact of World Investor Week 2025. And again, I think this collaborative effort will obviously assist in enhancing the global views around artificial intelligence, combating fraud, and I think engaging with our global counterparts and learning from global experiences and sharing our own experiences will advance the cause of investor education and protection. With that, Program Director, I thank you all for your attention.
Thank you very much, Lindwil. To our colleague now from the Capital Market Authority of Saudi Arabia. Ali Mamdou.
Yeah, hi everyone. Good afternoon. Good morning. So today we want to share with you our experience at CMA regarding the World Investor Week, but let me check. Is it clear to you now?
Yes,
Yes,
it is. Thank you.
Awesome. So this presentation, we aim to explain and showcase our efforts, which is related to World Investor Week during all the years. We started around 2017 till 2023, participating in different and variety of tools and content, and we moved up our efforts and experience during 2024. And let me go through the CMA efforts in World Investor Week through the years was through two programs we have, which is called Tamin and the Smart Investor Program. And what we did is we collaborated with the universities and the schools, as well as we engaged in social media and with the investor through our channels. And here is some of our efforts during the years. We have been doing infographics since 2018 till 2023, infographics, videos, and university visits and school visits as well. And here's some samples of our efforts. And we move up to second slide, which is World Investor Week campaign 2024. What we did in 2024, we went to the campaign implementation plan and documents, and we start targeting each segment with different messages customized for each segment. And we come up with infographics specifically for each segment. We come up with the we're going to go through the data now. It's 9 educational infographics, 2 videos customized for World Investor Week and the topics that's related to it, and some text, and we used our channels through the website and the social media, and which has resulted in a good result. We're going to show it later. And what we did more, we cooperated with our exchange, which is Tadawul, Saudi Tadawul Exchange Group, and ringing the bell, which is to show the importance of the financial literacy and the efforts of Iosco as well. And this is some samples of what we did. We did several of university visits, and we invited some of the students in CMA headquarters, which we have more than 400 plus students, male and females as well. And here's some performance indicator analyst data. So what our efforts during 2024 resulted in 23 million impressions and more than 6 million video views, and the engagement was 1.5 million. And we have total of 5 university visits during the week, and more than 400 university students as well. Total of 14 posts in social media and through the 6 channels that we have in the 2 programs. And what our aim to do this year, hopefully, so we're going to develop a specific campaign based on the implementation and the plan and the message that we decided on. We're going to create videos and create specific designs for the week, and we're going to organize targeted student visits, schools and universities as well, and we're going to conduct on campus visits and booth, as well as we're going to run this year, hopefully, a campaign in the GCC region, which is like the Gulf countries. Not only one country, we're going to do it hopefully in 6 countries, and that's in the plan. And we start communicating with the other countries starting from actually today. We mentioned that, and we're going to prepare for it with them. So the campaign will be across the GCC countries. And that's all. And thank you for listening. All thanks.
Thank you very much, Amdu, for sharing your experience. And we are now Paola Soccorso from Consob, Italy.
Paula, you're muted.
Paula, let me just unmute your microphone for you 1 second. Okay, are you able to unmute it now? Your microphone is currently muted. You need to unmute it.
Some technical issues.
Okay, so now that you have connected your headphone, next to the unmute button at the bottom of your screen, there is a little arrow pointing down. You need to click on the little arrow to open the options menu and select the microphone from the headset as well as the speaker. And then you unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I'll try to share my slide. Okay, can you see my slide or not? Maybe not.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Now you should. No?
Yes. Now
Yes,
we can.
yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay. Here we are. Okay. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for let me present our experience of our latest World Investor Week, when we launched a new impact.
Sorry, you muted yourself again, Paula. I requested a mute again.
And now?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay. Here we go again. I would like to share my our experience, Consob experience with our new impact assessment tools we launched in the latest World Investor Week. Since 2018, Consob has been running a structured training program for upper secondary school teachers across Italy. Our model called Finance Story to Tell combines teacher training with classroom activities led by teachers trained by Consob officials. In this model, in this educational model, we blend interdisciplinary contents with experiential-based methodology, linking finance to subjects like history, math, language, or theater, and so on and so forth. We initially evaluated the program through traditional tools such as pre and post course questionnaire, but in 2021 we launched a focus group with the teachers participating in the project. The focus group was aimed at identifying areas for improvement of our impact assessment tools. One clear recommendation emerged from this focus group. Please go beyond questionnaire and include multi-level assessment tools, especially reality-based tasks that better capture students' behavioral skills and decision-making process. And that's a synthetic schemes of these new tools. In this context, in the context and of the focus group, we developed our new reality task on personal financial planning that was included in the December 2024 teacher training program and launched in the latest World Investor Week. Students are given a scenario. For instance, you are 25 years old, living independently with a full-time job, earning a given net monthly income. You have 3 medium-term goals, such as 3,000 euro for a trip abroad, 2,000 euro for professional training, and 1,000 euro for an emergency fund. You also face given fixed and variable monthly costs. And the task requires students to draft realistic monthly financial plan to meet these given goals, to identify possible reduction in discretionary spending, to compare different transportation costs, the options in terms of both cost and sustainability, suggest appropriate saving strategies in terms of, I don't know, adopting specific habits or using specific saving products, and consider how to deal with unforeseen expenses, including the creation and the management of an emergency buffer. Students were encouraged to manage their tasks through some suggestions, helping them to find the best way to work on their tasks. They are also asked to present their proposal using tables, graphs, or visual tools to enhance clarity and communication. The evaluation grid of such proposal focuses on completeness and feasibility of the financial plan, critical analysis of environmental and economic trade-offs of different transportation means, ability to prioritize expenses and identify savings tools, savings way, awareness of risk and preparation for unexpected events, clarity, originality, and communicative strength of the presentation. Teachers on their own, on their part, are invited to encourage students to use the tools they have acquired through this exercise to maintain a real financial plan over time, helping students to monitor it. We believe that these tasks may help students to connect financial literacy with real life situations. And we hope that this exercise may solicit awareness of real life needs, real life costs and priorities, and moves beyond abstract knowledge to develop practical life skills and attitudes such as long-term planning. We are currently planning to collect feedback from this exercise and analyze the result of the financial planning task during the second half of 2025. And in addition, building on this experience, we are now designing a second reality task to be launched in the next World Investor Week and during the next Italian Financial Education Month. This new challenge will focus on conscious investments, and we would be very glad to share templates and collaborate with other interested authorities to scale or adapt this model. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Paola. So I'm conscious that we have started later than expected and is now almost 2 o'clock. However, I would like to give participants the opportunity to ask any question you may have on the 2025 World Investor Week. So please raise your virtual hand if you have any question. I cannot see any hands, Angelo.
No hands at the moment. I'm looking at the messages as well. No direct question at the moment.
Okay. So if you don't have any question, I pass to Anna Frasquillo, which is the Vice Chair of C8, for her closing remarks.
Thank you. Can you hear me well?
We can.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Thank you. So very quickly, it is my honor to wrap up this session. I want to, first of all, thank all the panelists that I believe some of them from the WE working group have given us a bit of detail about the campaign, what we need to do, what we can do, how the toolkit can be used in favor of the jurisdictions that are going to participate. But I would also like to, and also the ones that share with us their experiences of WE, like the Authority of South Africa, Saudi Arabia, and Italy. I would say, just to finish, that this is a particular moment of pressure for retail investors, given the technology available, AI, the level of frauds, the goals of WE that are to empower, to capacitate, and to protect investors are perhaps keyer than in other moments of history. Therefore, it is very important that you participate. As I previously said, we went through the campaign, the dates, the themes, the toolkits where you can get all the assistance you can have, and the post-campaign. I would finish my short intervention with 3 words that I find essential. One is participation, the second one is reporting, and the third one is sharing. Participation, World Investor Week will run in 2025, its 9th edition. It's a flagship initiative of Iosco. It's been growing every year. And I think that, as mentioned, this is a particular difficult moment for retail investors. Therefore, initiatives like this, where we capture the attention of the public and of investors to financial literacy, to empowering investors, are particularly important. Therefore, I invite everyone to participate in another World Investor Week. The second thing is reporting. It is very important to report. It is voluntary, as Natalie said, but I think it gives us at Iosco and the people who work behind the scenes a lot of very important information about the way the initiative is growing and whether it's growing where we want it to grow. And this means where we can help investors, which is the main goal of the initiative. And third word, sharing, as Gona said, I think that when we have an initiative that in 2024, if my memory doesn't fail me, there were 118 countries involved, there are a lot of content produced. All of that content is some of it is wonderful and can help all of us. So if you can share it through the following Una's indications, I think it will be wonderful, because I think we all can get inspired. And as Una put it, we will have information that will only last more than 1 week, but will last until the next World Investor Week. That is all. So participation, reporting, and sharing. I thank you all and have a very successful and good campaign. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anna. So again, apologies for the late start. Thank you very much for attending this preparatory webinar. I see that there are some questions in the chat and the team is busy answering to them. We'll keep answering those questions, but meanwhile, I wish you a good day and thank you again for participating. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much. Bye.